on January 12th, 2026, I just got a call that the ACP, Assistant Commissioner of Police, wants to see both parties. I was like, which both parties? I don't have issue with anybody. There is no outstanding discussion. I've been invited. I've been given a clean bill of health. But because I had nothing to hide, nothing fishy, I said, okay, no problem. It was the meeting was slated for 14th of January. So immediately I dropped, I noticed that a chat has also been dropped for me. So I responded to the chat to say whether I should come with a lawyer. He said there was no need. Do I come with any document? He said whatever document I have. And I said the documents I have are all with my lawyers. Then he said I was the one issuing issue of documents. So giving me the impression that nothing much, there was nothing to worry about. So on that Wednesday, I was even supposed to travel that day. I was supposed to go to the mountain. So I said, let me rush there so that I could go to the mountain from there. I got there, I met 5 staff of that complaint that were already seated. That's alphabet. We exchanged pleasantry, including the IPO that called me. So he asked me to stay outside. Later in the day, around midday, he called me in. So when he called me in, about 4 of them had already left. So remaining 1 of them, which was in the same office with me, and him, then the game plan started. Like play, the next thing I heard was that I was showed a group, Facebook group, Lagos Concern. That in that Lagos Concern, they usually drop Sahara Reporters publication that usually speak negatively of alphabet, and that I was a member. That's the offense number 1. I was a member of that group. 2, that I had a Facebook group, a Facebook page, whose name is Prince Segun, that they had also posted Sahara Reporters publication that was critical of that complaint there too. I was smiling. I responded to say that first, if you said I was a member of a group, they had over 125 people there, about 126 or so. I was wondering in my mind, what about the rest? How is it a crime to be a member of a group? And I told him that I belong to that, so many groups. Sometimes artificial intelligence will suggest groups for you based on pattern, based on logic. You choose the one you want to belong. So, and there are so many of that, especially in this world of nowadays. Then the next thing he said, a staff of Alphabeta posted a shoe, that he advertised shoe in Lagos Concern, and that it was only administrator that could advertise shoe. So he's the administrator. I told him that, well, I was hearing that for the first time, but as far as I'm concerned, the Sahara Reporter publication that you refer to first is a public document. It could have also been football. It could be a newspaper reporting football. reporting the praise or the insult on Osimhen. It could be any other newspaper, Punch, that somebody caught, depending on the interest of that person, and they pasted. These things are online, are sold in hard copies for people to buy. They are in the public domain. So, if anybody posted them, well, I don't know about that. But that I'm a member, I was wondering, how was that a crime? So based on the argument and my submission, the next thing, he picked one of the publication. He picked the one where there was allegation of bribery and was trying to make justification. After he asked me how it happened, and I told him. Meanwhile, when he was talking, he was doing something. He will be saying, your post, and I will be correcting him. Sir, reporters posts, newspaper publications, newspapers posts. He knew that I didn't post anything. But because when we were talking, he set camera on me. I'm sure that's what he did for everybody, because I made the camera there on his laptop. He set camera. So he was saying all those things, trying to put words in my mouth. So he was mentioning your post. Meanwhile, he knew I didn't have a post there. He was actually referring to newspaper publication done by some other people, right? For Prince Shigo, I said, well, I didn't know if anybody posted anything, but anybody can post on your Facebook, including in the comment section. Meanwhile, it is actually, the fact is that, meanwhile, whatever anybody posted there, apart from the fact that he knew I didn't post, these are public documents. It's synonymous to somebody saying that Reno Mokri now, for instance, had a publication. There was something that was trending one time where he said he could not work with President Tinubu. It was an interview he granted. And people were posting it, they were sharing it. It's like saying that you want to make trouble with somebody who is a member of a group where it was posted. Or President Tinubu, there was a publication that was also trending where he said if he does not freeze electricity, they should not vote for him in 2027. It was trending. Imagine if somebody drop it on a group in Facebook and somebody is saying he wants to make trouble with a member of the group. Even the person who posted it, has he done any crime? They are public documents. If you go online, you will see Channels TV, their programs there. Imagine you now extracted or downloaded it and posted it on your WhatsApp, on your Facebook, and somebody is saying you have done the wrong thing and it's making trouble, unnecessary trouble. So the next thing, he said he will be detaining me, that I will be going to court the next day. I said, fine, but can I see the ACP? I wanted to speak with him and hear from him. He said no. Okay, fine, no problem. Then the next day, when I was with him, with my people, he brought out his phone and said, all the things we discussed, and the one he discussed with other people, he said specifically the one of the HR, Sahara reporter has reported it. He was asking me how they knew. Meanwhile, our phones are not with us. Our phones are not with us. So, in the evening of that day, Thursday, January 15, around 7. I've been telling him that I wanted to make call. He was telling me, no problem, no problem, he will give me. Instead of giving me at 7 p.m., he now called me. He asked me to open my phone. Just like that, open my phone. I told him why. What is the basis for me to do that? There are existing judgments as we speak that are ruled against that. You know, I said there was no basis for me to do that. He brought a paper for me to write statement the third time. A day before, there was one, he was asking questions, I was responding. And he was trying to restrict me to alpha beta. I said no. I was responding and I was putting it there that in response to the question, at sometimes he will frown. That was the second time. The one of January 14, November 3rd, 2025, that was there. He did the same thing. But I insisted I wanted to write statement on my own. So after the question and answer, I now wrote statement. What transpired, everything I experienced. So what transpired during the question and answer session is another case entirely. But then, immediately I left, that day, immediately I said I will not open my phone. He left in anger to go and see the ACP. Before he came back, there was one that was sitting by me who said I should continue with the statement. I said I was not writing statements. There are 3 options as far as writing is concerned. I can choose to write on my own volition. I can choose to write in the presence of a lawyer. And I can decide not to write. I've written 2. I'm not writing again because I knew they were working towards an answer. There was a great plan. So I said I was not writing. He threatened to beat me, to slap me. I said, you will be violating section 37 of the Police Act. He said I should get out. I left him alone. Then the IPO came in and was saying he will get an order that will force me to open my phone. I was just smiling. He will also get a remand to keep me for as long as he wished. I was just smiling. But I left. They took me away. By the time the next day, January 16, Friday, by midday, that was when he now took us to court, midday, after 42 hours. Right? So by the time he took us to court, you know what he did? Oh my God. The charge, we asked for the charge in the car. He said he will give us. When we got there to the court, he didn't give us until he saw our lawyer. I don't know what is special in him giving us the charge sheet. We have the right to know what we charged for. By the time I read it, you know what I saw? It was completely different from what the allegation, because he knew that the allegations hold no water. You can't take somebody to court to say he was a friend of a group where they were sharing something critical of a complaint. He now said that we posted when he knew we didn't post. He said we posted. That was the charge. That me and the other guy, that we posted on Lagos Concern, that something that could provoke breach of peace. What did we post? Sahara Reporters publication that some other people posted, public documents. Then he said we violated section 412 of criminal law of Lagos. Then section 413, subsection 2, I can't even find subsection 2 in section 413 of the Criminal Law of Justice of Lagos State. He said that is what I violated in using Prince Shigo to post. I didn't post anything. If anything is saw there, which I told him that anybody could have posted. It's a public document, newspaper publication. What he accused me of was different from what he charged me with. Meanwhile, the same allegation in November 3, I've been cleared of it. I went there in November 3. That November 3rd that I went there, he gave me 2 invitations. One was on the 22nd of October. The other one on the 29th of October. So we honored the one of 29th of October. We went on tour with fellow Comrs and a lawyer from Femi Falana's chamber. After a series of question and answer session, we started by around, I think, 12:01. We finished by 6. He said I had no hand in what he was investigating. What was he investigating? I first asked when I got there, where is the petition against me? Then he brought out a petition written by Alpha Beta, dated June 25. Me and the lawyer, we took time. We read it very well, very carefully. What did we see there? That was on November 3rd, 2025. Some people under the name of concerned staff rewrote anonymously. They were agitating for salary increment, promotion, HMO improvement, or improvement in HMO service, or money, or premium. Generally, they were asking for improved welfare. They sent email on May 19, whereas I had resigned as of January, 5 months before that. Alpha Beta responded on the 20th, the next day, that they were investigating who did the write-up. On 25, according to that letter, they wrote another one. Alpha Beta responded accordingly to say that they have done forensic investigation, they've known the person doing the thing. Those guys wrote another one on the 30th. Then on June 20th, Alpha Beta responded to say that they confirmed that those things were done by disgruntled staff. I was not the staff. What would be my benefit to be fighting from outside for improved salaries, promotion, and the rest of them when I've left 5 months earlier? They sent 3 mails. Alpha Beta responded 3 times. They sent May 19, 25, and 30th. Alpha Beta responded 19, 26, and June 20th. All those other responses were in May. The only response in June was that of Alpha Beta. So Alpha Beta responded 3 times. Those guys wrote 3 times, saying that in Alpha Beta response, they are none who wrote those things. Then, apart from those 6 letters, plus the responses, the petition itself mentioned a staff name. Then, what is my business? And that was how we left that day. But then I mentioned the other time that there were 2 invitations. The invitations of 22nd was given to me through a soft target. What they did, right? They went to go and look for my call log. People that have been calling or calling me, they pick one of them whose location was close to my regular location of calling. In this profile, in the woman's profile, it shows that they were into fumigation. They lured them, telling them that they wanted to do fumigation. They lured them to Lagos in the name of trying to do fumigation. When the woman said she got to Lagos, the woman said she would not enter into the office, according to the woman, because it's fumigation you told me you wanted to do. I find myself in the station. The woman said he will not climb up. She will not climb up. From there, he started dragging. The woman said they slapped her, that they tore her clothes. She did the video and all those things. They invited her husband. The husband too came. So when they were coming home, they brought letter of invitation. By the time the man got to me, he even told me that his lawyer told him to return the letter. But I was aware that that was not the procedure. That was not how to reach me. I was in another state. He wanted to invite me. That's what we call letter of investigative activities. If you want from Lagos to go and pick another person or invite another person in another state, you get a letter from Commissioner of Police. From the Commissioner of Police, you take it to the Commissioner of Police of that state you are going. Then you go to the nearest police station where that person you want to serve is. Then, at the end of the day, you will now come to serve me or to arrest or to do whatever you want to do. So that was what they were supposed to do. That was what they eventually did when they brought the letter of 29. October 29. And that was when after we had sent through CDHR 3 allegations to EFCC, to the police, and to ICPC on forgery, tax evasion, and the rest. Those were part of the thing I asked in the meeting of November 3rd. Why is it that you are now calling me after we sent petitions to security agencies in October? You are calling me in this October, 2 weeks after we sent all these things. You are trying to link me with something that happened in May. You are trying to link me with a petition that was done in June because we sent a letter in October, allegations. And the police now told me that they've been profiling people. They've spoken with about 30 staff. They've gone to Abuja to profile. In Lagos, they profile and all those things. Why? So what happened was that on October 23rd, the CDHR now petitioned police hierarchy. They petitioned IGP, police complaint unit, over the handling of that woman because they violated 2 sections of the Police Act. Section 36 that says you cannot arrest in lieu. Section 37 that says you must treat suspect with dignity. They violated it. But those guys, they didn't do anything until after we went there in November. So after we went in November, peradventure, the people from Abuja reached out to him. We also petitioned Zone 2 regarding the handling of that woman. Peradventure, they reach out to him after. And plus, those people too are under pressure to silence me, to blackmail me, to deal with me. So, that could have left to what happened recently. I was even shocked when I came out. The first thing I did was to go and read online. The same Lagos concern. So many things have been dumped there. Maybe we were the one, our spirit doing it from where they incarcerated us. From that 15th or even 14th that were incarcerated, they were dumping something on that Lagos concern, including publication done by that company. They were doing screenshot publication showing signature of the woman capital people when we were incarcerated. Oh my God. So that is what I saw. And I was even sure a newspaper Online newspaper, media, also spreading falsehood. That was the second one. That one was doing it. He said that the prosecutor said they should remand us and that they should get trial dates, which would never happen. The prosecutor even didn't object. She was a God-fearing woman. Even the magistrate, you will see the glory of God radiating in him. They are God-fearing people. They didn't object to our bail. And that paper is reporting that we were asked to be remanded with trial date requested. So, that is my experience.